Americans spent $136 billion on pets last year. Almost none of them knew where that number came from. The pet industry didn't always exist as we know it. Before the 1950s, pet ownership was practical. Dogs worked farms, cats caught rats, then something shifted. Suburbs expanded, disposable income rose, marketing changed the story. Pets weren't tools anymore, they were family. That reframing unlocked an entire economy. And the cost structure that emerged reveals why the industry's so resilient. Let's start with the entry point. A dog costs between $1,500 and $5,000 in year one before food or vet care. That's adoption fees, initial vet visits, vaccines, spaying or neutering, microchipping, crate, bed, collar, leash. Cats run lower, $500 to $2,000. But here's the pattern. The initial spike creates commitment. You've already spent. The psychological threshold is crossed, which explains why 67% of U.S. households own a pet. Once you're in, the system keeps you there. Ongoing expenses are where the feedback loop tightens. Food costs $300 to $1,200 per year for a dog, more for premium or prescription diets. Vet checkups run $150 to $400 annually. Dental cleaning $200 to $500. Unexpected illness $500 to $5,000. Grooming, boarding, training, toys, treats. The median annual spend is $1,500 to $3,000 per pet. That's not per household, per animal, and it compounds. Why does it keep climbing? Because the industry normalized premium everything. Pet food went from bulk commodity to segmented markets, grain-free, organic, breed-specific, prescription. A bag of standard kibble costs $30. The premium equivalent $80, same calories, different packaging and positioning. That's not inflation, that's intentional margin architecture. And it works because owners internalize the belief that higher price equals better care. The veterinary sector follows a similar pattern. In the 1980s, most vets were solo practitioners. Today, consolidation is accelerating. Private equity firms have bought hundreds of clinics. When ownership centralizes, pricing power shifts upward. Standardized procedures, increased overhead recovery, more elective services pushed as wellness. A teeth cleaning that cost $200 in 2010 costs $450 now, not because the procedure changed, because the system monetized the attachment. Pet insurance emerged in the 2010s, another layer. It costs $30 to $60 monthly, covers 70 to 90% of expenses after deductible. The model sounds protective, but the underlying economics. Insurance companies collect premiums on millions of pets while denying claims for pre-existing conditions, breed predispositions, and chronic illness. The payout ratio is structurally skewed. The industry grew because people wanted certainty. Insurers profit because uncertainty favors them. So the $136 billion figure, it's the sum of all these layers: food, veterinary, insurance, grooming, boarding, toys, supplements. That number grew 9% annually over the last decade, faster than human healthcare. Why? Because pet ownership became less optional and more emotional. The industry recognized that owners will pay for guilt relief, peace of mind, and status. The economics work because the relationship between owner and pet isn't rational, it's psychological, and that's the system's design. Understanding pet economics isn't about blame, it's about seeing how an emotional relationship became a financial structure. Costs rose because the market learned to monetize attachment. That's not unique to pets, it's how modern capitalism works. But recognizing the pattern lets you see where your money actually goes and why. This video is for educational and informational purposes only and is not financial advice. Always do your own research. Subscribe to see how everyday industries hide their economics in plain sight. This video is for educational and informational purposes only and is not financial advice. Always do your own research.